What's going on, you guys? Like, y'all to the channel, it's your boy Big Dog, and this is not gonna be a typical video. It's gonna be me talking about everything that I've recently watched or read within the past 2 weeks or whatnot. It's not gonna contain spoilers. I'm probably gonna be covering Shazam, Fury of the Gods. Listen, this is a long list, so if there's something you want to hear me talk about, it might be in here. The first Shazam, Fury of the Gods, no spoilers. The movie 65, the movie Champions, The Last of Us, Snowfall, Bel-Air, One Piece, My Hero Academia, The Mandalorian, fire. The first few episodes of Swarm, the show Poker Face, and I think that's it. Okay. And if did I say One Piece and Dragon Ball? I don't know, but they're probably gonna be in here somewhere. I'm just gonna have to start talking. Also, I think I talked about Creed 3 in another video, so I don't know if I'm gonna need it for this one. But if I did, I'm still gonna try to do it anyway. Also, I'm gonna give you guys a live update on what's going on with me and when the next time you can expect a video from me. There we have it. Now, I'm gonna talk about Shazam Fury of the Gods because they just bombing at the box office. But like I said, the marketing was not great for the film. Did a show today with Bel-Air and Elliot and talked about it because I actually did record a video like this earlier today that I promoted on that channel. But the whole thing about it was that audio and that video absolutely sucked and was terrible. You couldn't hear me once at all, so I had to re-record the whole thing. But now my short thoughts on Shazam Fury of the Gods, I really enjoyed the film. I thought the film was really good. I don't think it was as good as the first one. I think there were some choices that I kind of wish they didn't make in this one. This one seems to focus more on the adults, the Shazam as adults. I personally would have liked it more if they focused on them more as kids, but I think they did that because they wanted to sell the adult stars in the film. But hey, it is what it is. I did really, one thing about me, I'm a sucker for good characters, and I think the characters are still really, really good. And they did have, the children were a part of it. Jack Dylan Grazer is the heart and soul of this thing. Billy Batson didn't really get to do as much. Also, the disconnect between Asher Angels, Billy Batson, and Zachary Levi Shazam is still prevalent in this film. I don't know why. It just seemed like Zachary Levi Shazam is more gleeful and hopeful and cheery, and Asher Angels, Billy Batson is more of a chiseled kid, you know, when he had like some comedic moments. Like the separation was still there between the two. I don't see how they didn't notice that. But nonetheless, I still really enjoyed the film. Helen Mirren, Lucy Liu, Rachel Zegler, I really love Rachel Zegler in this film, but like I like their villains. They're very, very basic, but I still enjoyed them for what they did in their roles. And Lucy Liu really came off as like a badass in this thing. Also, the dragon, which I didn't think was going to be as prevalent as it was, but I should have noticed that much they use it in promotional material. Yeah, the dragon actually really worked for me. The dragon fucking cool as hell. Like, oh, I'm gonna put a dragon in here. No, the dragon works, okay? And also the other mythical creatures and stuff. I think that worked too. So yeah, the film has some things that work for it. Overall, I understand why some people, you know what I'm saying, didn't like it as much. I personally thought after seeing the first film, it ended up doing just great at the box office. I thought people was going to discover it and be looking forward to the second one. But with the garbage campaign, marketing, and promotional material that they did for this film, it's not one that is flopping. But yeah, I still really enjoyed the film. I actually want to see it for a second time tomorrow. I'm taking my little sister to see it, and I really want to see it again for myself. Now, talking about other things that I've seen, The Last of Us, which is probably one of the best things I've seen all year. That boy Joel is a damn menace. I love Pedro Pascal. Give Pedro Pascal somebody to protect him. He's going to do his damn job, all right? Also, Bella Ramsey is really great as Ellie. I like the whole character arcs and where we get to by the end. A lot of people who played the game, I never played the game. I'm not really a big gamer, so I knew nothing else to what was going to happen in each episode, but each episode gave you something different. When Ellie took out the pervert priest teacher dude, I was like very, very satisfying. And then we get to the end and we're like Joel just mowing down people to protect Ellie. All of that I'm here for, because I'm just like, okay, this is fucking awesome. You know what I'm saying? It's like us, it's like The Last of Us, but it's us against everybody else, you know, and us against the clickers and everybody else who don't want to see us happy. You know what I'm saying? So that I'm with that. I really thought The Last of Us was a hell of a show. And the performances in it were really great, and I was truly invested and looking forward to each episode that came out every week. We're going to talk about Snowfall. Snowfall's been amazing this last season because we had to build up. The season 5 probably was my least favorite season, but like I kind of feel like it built up towards everything we see in this season, where like the wars going on, you know, everybody picking a side, there's so much stuff going on. My boy Jerome is losing his damn mind because hey, he's at war against his nephew and his wife is putting a lot of pressure on him. He just kind of really want to chill and just like go back to Jerome beatboxing and all that, but like he can't. You know what I'm saying? He's in this. He's like he's a boss now. His nephew became the kingpin and brought him into it, and his wife got greedy and she wanted more, and now he's just stuck up in the thick of it, and he's putting out Uzis at car lots or car shops or whatever. It just from like, hey man, I got people. That was a really great scene. He's talking to the dude at the car shop. He's just like, dude, I got people who really want me to make home tonight, bro. We can't be doing this. Like, we gotta chill. It's like, you know what? I respect that. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't got no choice but to. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. But like Franklin killing Teddy Daddy, whew, man, that right there really got you, boy. Because like Franklin ain't doing no more playing. You took $73 million from me. Everybody can get it, okay? This is like Teddy. I'm happy to finally see somebody get over on Teddy because I got tired of it. My boy Gustavo, I love Gustavo, but they turned my boy into a rat. And I'm sorry, Gustavo, when you're in that life, you cannot do that. All right? I know I don't live that life, and I know I ain't got the right to criticize Gustavo for what he did, but I don't give a damn, boy. You in that life, you got to stay in that shit. You got to stand on business, and that ain't what they did for my boy. So yeah, it's a lot of things going down. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. B's still pregnant. I don't know if she's going to be able to keep that baby. My boy Leon out here taking the projects back from Dion, but you know Dion going to spin back on him. Kane still out here in the mix because they still sending shots at him, but Kane still getting people whacked. It is so much stuff going on in that show, and I absolutely love it. And switching on to another show that I like. Also, this will not be edited, so you won't see anything. If I'm referring to anybody, any characters, you won't see those people pop up. But I know I can name one character right now, and everybody can just picture her. And I'm talking about Bel-Air, and we just all see Jackie. Do you see Jackie? She's Jackie is so beautiful, and I just really hope she don't mess over my boy Will, because I kind of feel like in this last episode that she was possibly getting over on my boy, but I don't think she quite knew what her uncle had in store for her. Just by the look that she gave. And once again, we got all picture Jackie. We know exactly how she was looking. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but Carlton's still dealing with his anxiety. He's still dealing with the pressures of like trying to be this, I don't know, just model citizen, but my boy Carlton did get off on Drew though. And I do call him my boy Carlton now because he is coming around. So I'm starting to, you know, like his character a little bit more. But one thing I did not like was Hillary at dinner with Jazz and his parents, and she was over there giving them lessons about being a Muslim. And that was one of the most awkward situations. I had to pause it like 30 times just to try to get through it because I hate watching somebody embarrass themselves or awkward moments on TV. Regardless, I don't know, make my skin crawl. So I had to get up off of that. Phil, I don't know what he got going. Jeffrey, still super spy detective. And Viv can't get this damn acting, this art stuff right. I like to have everybody's dealing with something, you know what I'm saying? But one thing that still kind of bothers me, Ashley don't be in the mix, but they gonna give Ashley all of the hardest subjects. She's, I think Ashley's gay. I think Ashley's gay, or I don't know if she's bi, gay, whatever. She's that, and now they're dealing with the Black Lives Matter with Ashley. I'm like, okay, can Ashley just please be a kid? Get that stuff to somebody else. Let Ashley just be a kid, you know what I'm saying? Deal with regular kid problems. Like they put a lot of stuff on this young girl plate, and you don't give her enough screen time. Leave that girl alone. Yeah, also Karrueche fine as hell too. It's just so many beautiful women in this damn show. I'm like, God, man, that's successful. So yeah. We got that. And then I saw the movie 65, which got like a terrible review from most people. I think it was like a 26 or something like that. I'm just like, nobody really liked this movie. And then the audience score wasn't that great either. I'm like, okay, I still really want to see it because I thought the trailers. I'm just like, the trailers look really, really entertaining. So then I go see the movie. And the movie started, and I'm just like, okay, maybe this is as bad as people said because it started off choppy and it was the pacing was off. You know what I'm saying? But I think on the second to third act of the movie really got into a groove that I really, really enjoyed. And I think it ended on a strong note. And I think whenever you end a movie on a strong note, it's better than, like, a movie can start off good, but if it ends on a bad note, that's what you left with. You know what I'm saying? If a movie has a bad ending for me, that ruins the entire movie entirely. But it can start off bad and then ultimately get better, which I think this movie did, which leaves you, that's the last thing you feel leaving out the theater. And I think it actually worked. I think Adam Driver was great. He's basically crash landed on Earth 65 million years ago, and he's being attacked by dinosaurs. It's right before, like, you know what I'm saying, the asteroid or whatever took a hit the Earth and, you know, wiped out all the dinosaurs. But like he has this young girl who they don't understand one another because they speak a different language, even though they're from a different world. They crash landed here, even though Adam Driver can still speak English. I guess it's like a universal language. I know, just for the movie, obviously, you know, that's what they had to do. But like, she speaks another language though, and they don't understand one another. But he's just trying to communicate with her. Also, try to get both of them to get off this planet. You know what I'm saying? Because they're being attacked. Also, he wants to have something at home that he want to get back to. But like I said, the first act of the film, choppy, really, really messy, and kind of like completely throws you off. The film could have like used another 15 to 20 minutes to really let some stuff marinate, let you be in it for a while, they let you like explore certain things. But I do think when they was like in danger and like exploring the planet, that was a really, really fun part of the film. And I enjoyed that. Another movie that I saw, Champion, starring Woody Harrelson, where he is a former college coach and he has to, for part of his parole or probation or whichever one it is, I'm not familiar. I've never been in trouble with the law. Good Samaritan, good citizen. I don't know. Anyway, he has these kids that he has across their basketball league, and they're like special needs kids. I really enjoyed them though. They're just a bunch of fun. I like it. Kind of goes like by the cliche beats of piece of garbage coach finds these kids and they help him realize some things about himself and, you know, so on and so forth. And I follow those typical story beats. But at the same time, whenever you have something cliche or, you know, they're basic, you always have to have good characters. And I do think Woody Harrelson's character was really good. He was surrounded by a couple of other great people. And like the players, the players on the team, oh man, they all had unique, just special personalities, okay? I really liked a lot of them. The reason I say a lot of them, because I do not like you, Showtime. If you've seen the movie, you know who Showtime is, and you know why I don't like Showtime, you son of a bitch, okay? I really didn't, me and him got beef. If I see him in the street, it's up. You know what I'm saying? I might just, we ain't gonna fight it, we might play one-on-one, you know what I'm saying? But Showtime, you son of a bitch. You know exactly what you did. But like everybody else, I really enjoyed in the film. Except for also, there was a black kid with a flat top. I got my issues with him too. Can't remember his name, but me and him got some issues as well. All right. I ain't gonna say, yeah, okay. But yeah, I really enjoyed that movie too. So I get it. I watch a lot of shit. People probably say I like everything. That might be the case. That damn well might be the case. Now, another show that I just started watching, I'm on like episode like 4.5, is Swarm. I'm liking the story, but I'm just uncomfortable because whenever I watch something, like I just said earlier in this rant or review or whatever you want to call this, the biggest thing about me is I'm connected to characters. My most important thing whenever I watch anything is characters, because it can be a basic plot, but you have good characters, I love it. It can be a sophisticated plot, but if I don't have good characters or characters that I like, there's no way I'm going to be able to get through it, and I'm not going to really just enjoy my time. Dominic Fishback, I think it's Dominic Fishback. She plays the lead, Dre. She's really great in it, but I don't like her character. And it's hard. That's the only part about it. You know what I'm saying? It's basically like a obsessed fan who catches bodies for reasons. I don't know. I feel like this I'm gonna have to review once I'm actually finished. Also stars Chloe Bailey, Idris Damson was in it, you know what I'm saying, for a little bit. I like this, and I like the style in which it's shot too. You know what I'm saying? I think Donald Glover has a part in it. I think he's one of the co-creators of this. So like it has like stuff that really, really works about it, and like it's just like a series in itself. I think it's really, really good. Just for me, I'm always going to be disconnected with characters that I don't like. You know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna be disconnected from like series or movies when there's I'm following a lead character that I'm really not a fan of, and I'm really not a fan of this girl just because like some of her decision making and some, you know, there's some choices that she made. decision making and choices that she made is literally the fucking same thing, big dog. What the fuck are you talking about? No, but like, yeah, so I think I'm on episode 4, which is a lot of people's favorite. I'm going to see Billie Eilish is in this episode. So I still got a way to go. I'm probably going to finish it by tomorrow or something. You got the full review. Also, I will be reviewing Shadow and Bone season 2. I just don't know when. Also, I'm planning on watching Wu-Tang. There's a couple other things I'm planning on watching. The Boston Strangler. So by the next time I do one of these reviews, I've been on seeing a few more different things. Oh yeah, I'll talk about that at the end of this video. Now I want to talk about One Piece, which has been really, really good since we ended Wano. Because Wano, y'all know how I feel about Wano. Whatever. But like, with this whole egghead incident, it's been really entertaining, and I think like they're upping the ante a little bit. Now, some things still kind of confusing to me on why certain characters aren't using certain like why PJ ain't using Conqueror's Code to attack a Seraphim, or Zoro's not using Conqueror's Code to attack a Seraphim, or how exactly strong the Seraphims are at times, or how strong Sanji is, or I don't know. It's just typically weird to me, but I still think the arc's being executed very, very well. Also, the imminent threat that's looming over them with all the warships, the Kizaru. I don't know exactly what's about to happen, but I know something's about to go down. I know it's going to be big, just because basically the last chapter, which is 1078, alluded to like something big about to occur in the incident that'll take place. The resolution that happened on Egghead is going to completely shock the world. I don't know exactly what it's going to be. It could be Saturn being taken out, which is a celestial dragon at the highest level. You know what I'm saying? Or the government being defeated, or I don't know, another horror type incident. I have no idea, but for the narrator to say that in the middle of the arc, it has to be something. I don't know if Oda just wants to hype up what's about to happen, which is what it feels like, which I didn't personally like myself. I thought we should have just seen it, because we're already hyped. We're already into it. There's so much stuff that's already hyped right now. We don't need to, like, you don't have to hype this part up right now, because we're in it. We're seeing it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this be right here used to watch every night. Oh, my bad. So my cousin just sent me a text message. He watched the Block Party. The Block Party. If y'all never watched The Block Party, it's on YouTube. It's one of the funniest movies. Well, if not the funniest movie of all time. Okay, don't be looking for an Oscar-worthy movie. It's just funny. Okay, that's all it is. Just funny. What else we got? Yeah, so that's basically my One Piece. Now I gotta talk about My Hero Academia, which is probably the greatest thing ever created. I want to cry watching, before yesterday, I want to cry watching one anime, and that was A Silent Voice. And I've been watching anime my entire life, you know what I'm saying? But that yesterday's episode of My Hero Academia, a woman's, I think it was a woman's declaration or a girl's declaration, where Oshaka was like giving a speech to the people about Deku. That right there got me. Seeing Koda and the other tall girl that he helped, like, come to his rescue, or just like when people was like, but man, we don't want to get mud on us. He's out. Like, no, the heroes are gonna be the one to get mud on it. Like, everything about the episode was just absolutely perfect, and I loved it to pieces, and I thought it was amazing, and I'm just so happy that I got the chance to watch it. Okay, so yeah, that made me feel really, really good. Just everything about this whole arc and this whole journey from Deku, like this is the most perfect season of anime I've ever watched in my entire life, and I can like, you know, I'm like, I could be a victim of the moment, you know what I'm saying? It could be recency bias, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But that's kind of like how I feel right now, because like from the whole journey, from the war starting, the death of Twice, the Shigaraki rebirth, the reveal of Toya. The reveal of more powers from Deku, Deku leaving UA. It's just every single thing. It's just hitting me on so many different levels. As far as the action is landed, the characters are always great, but then the emotional conflict that everybody faces, and the emotional attachment that you feel to everybody within the show, I just think it's been executed in a level that's like at its the peak level of for entertainment, you know what I'm saying? So I really appreciate that. So yeah, I love every single thing about My Hero Academia. Deku is one of my favorite characters. I've been like ever since then, I've just been buying Funko Pops like nonstop. Like, I know that, like, what does that mean? Like, means I'll be spending a lot of fucking money on Funko Pop. Because I bought so many Funko Pops. I got like 7 to 8 Dekus now. It's crazy. I'm gonna do like a Funko Pop haul video of all the ones I bought recently in like the past 2 weeks. It's pretty fucking ridiculous. But like, yeah, I just want to be connected or to have anything to talk about with those characters and whatnot. Another thing that I've been watching, obviously, is The Mandalorian, because I absolutely love The Mandalorian. The Mandalorian is such a great show. But this recent episode was probably the recent episode was probably of the quality of Boba Fett. Episode, and I know that's a shot at Boba Fett, but I'm gonna take my shots at Boba Fett just because I expected Boba Fett to be a whole lot better than what it was. But we had a whole episode about this scientist or whatnot, which is cool. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be very important to the plot later on. But we did all that just for him to get mind flared. You know, I guess what a mind flare was something that was in Stranger Things. I don't know, but like, yeah, I'm just like, why? Like this didn't land for me whatsoever. I'm like, why are we doing this? You know what I'm saying? It's like, why do we focus all this time and energy on him just to show that this girl is still a bad guy? I could have looked at you and told you. I could have looked at her and told you she's still a bad guy. Like, that wasn't just surprising me. But I'm like, take a whole episode off. We left Bo-Katan, which that episode was absolutely phenomenal, and Mando and Grogu, and them going back to be reunited with the other Mandalorians to go to talk about this guy and this chick. Hell no. What the like? No, right? No, I'm not happy about this at all. All right, so yeah, that's what happened. Now on to something that was, but that was the only bad episode of the season. You know what I'm saying? Or like, to me, the only bad episode of the show in general. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to even necessarily call it bad. I do think I should rewatch it because I think I was kind of like out of it. I'm just like, I was so uninterested. Maybe if I go back and watch it, I don't know. I don't want to dedicate any time to that. But yeah, talk about something that also came back. Ted Lasso season 3. Let me tell y'all something. I absolutely love this show. This is one of the greatest things I've ever seen on television. It is so good. And I think it was so good, this season premiere. Because one, it's always, like, you know, Ted is like just a ball of just energy. You know what I'm saying? He's just illuminating light. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you see him. But whenever that, it's always great to see that, but it's also great to see that other side of himself where he's like struggling with certain things. And man, he's definitely struggling with some things because one, he had to see Henry go back. He's still dealing with, like, I feel like the betrayal of Nate. Rebecca's putting a lot of pressure on him, you know what I'm saying, to win, and he doesn't really know what his purpose is in Richmond anymore. He's like, I just don't, I think my boy's kind of like out of it, and he's kind of like losing himself. But like, he's still him. And like this episode when he's like, take everybody down to the sewers, like we in a whole lot of stuff coming at us and like take from other people. But that was for everybody, but at the same time, it was for him as well, because he still had Henry on his mind. He was just constantly checking his phone to see if Henry had made it home. And then when he finally does, he gets on the phone with Henry, and he's just like, oh, Mama's friend gave it to him. Mama's friend Jack gave it to him. And he was smiling, but you can see, he's smiling, but you see the pain in his eyes. And I'm just like, oh my God, this is so good. Roy and Keely broke up. Fuck out of here. Why don't you do that to me? Okay. First of all, I'm already having to deal with this son of a bitch Nate and his betrayal. And he just wants to be popular on the internet. Nate doing this for like likes on the internet, or like people talking about it on the internet. What the fuck is wrong with you, Nate? You got loyal people. And like, as I'm telling, I'll rewatch like some episodes of Ted Lasso. I think it was one of the ones where Nate got trapped under the bus, or like with the luggage, and Ted stopped the bus just to get him laid off and put him on the bus. Or when like Ted snapped on him when like this. When Ted was getting drunk and he snapped on Nate, and he asked Nate about like what did he have any like plans for the team or critiques on the team. And then Ted apologized to him the next day, and then because they went and played the team that they haven't been in 60 years. And then Nate gave the speech, you know what I'm saying, to amp the team up. But just like how Ted always looked out for him, and then they betrayed him just for, I don't know, you know what I'm saying, a front seat at a restaurant. You know what I'm saying? It just really, really pissed me off. But yeah, I love Ted Lasso. I don't know. We in for like, what possibly might be the last season. We don't know quite yet, but I'm looking forward to it nonetheless. I'm trying to run through everything. I've been reading a new manga called Trojan X. It's not new, but like somebody referred it to me. It's pretty cool. Can't really just like fully go into detail about what's happening in it right now. Even though I'm like almost 20 chapters in, I know what's happening, but like I'm just still not familiar with everybody's names and whatnot. It's another thing where like people get powers, and you know, you have the main character who's not as it's not like a chosen one, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't feel like a chosen one. He's just kind of a guy who still trying to find his way in life and just really want to be a good person. So, but I do like him though, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give y'all some more details about that. I'll probably finish it by the time I'll do my next video. I'm trying to think of everything, Creed. I saw Creed 3. I don't know if I talked about. I kind of feel like I talked about Creed 3 on here already. Creed 3 was really, really good. Michael B. Jordan, I want to see him direct a bigger film because I kind of feel like Creed felt like a big film. You know what I'm saying? And me personally, I really like the smaller, grounded stuff about it. Now, don't get me wrong, they're not doing superpower stuff or anything like that. I like the more grounded take. Like, that's why the first one was still kind of like my favorite. You know what I'm saying? But I do think this was really, really good. Some great character stuff from Jonathan Majors and Michael B. Jordan, Tessa Thompson, and all the dog. Like, I really, really enjoyed the film. And even the fighting, I like some of the anime callbacks from like the double punches or like the punch in the gut, and then you see like the sweat come off his back, or them just like being transported into another world. That's not gonna go bode well for everybody, but I think for me it did, because it's just like, and sometimes in certain battles you have, and he talked about this, there's multi-layer. You have the physical fight, you have the mental fight, you know what I'm saying? You have this whole thing between you two, and it's just y'all and nothing else. It's just y'all two. So I really enjoyed that. So yeah, overall, Creed 3 was a fantastic film. Great trilogy, you know what I'm saying? I think we're gonna have to mention Creed as like one of the great trilogies. I kind of wish they would end it right there. But that's a part of me still feel like there was so much left. They're talking about like a Drago spinoff, but I think they do really good stuff with that. Oh, we got a Good Burger 2 announcement too. I know I'm just gonna play the jump off, but like when we're talking about spinoffs and like sequels and stuff, because they also have like a Creed anime thing to come out. But they announced a Good Burger sequel coming out later on this year with Kenan and Kel returning. I didn't grow up watching Saturday Night Live. I grew up watching all that. You know, that was my Saturday Night Live. So I'm really excited for that. And then I watched Kenan and Kel, obviously. So like and I was watching Jimmy Fallon, and then also on Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon's probably like my favorite show. Well, my favorite late night talk show. I will be on Jimmy Fallon one day. Mark my words. But like, yeah, they're not showing that. They seem to be really, really excited about that. So, and they said, I asked for like anybody in the celebrities want to make cameo. I hope the script is good. I don't care about no damn cameos. Make sure that damn script good. Make sure that damn movie funny. Because I've seen a lot of movies who like rely on cameos and star powers and stars to show up, and the movie be ass put. Don't worry about no damn cameos. We have some, but I still want the damn movie to be good. Shit fire. That was something else I was about to talk about. Scream. Scream was also a good movie. Ghostface was a fucking beast in there. He wasn't fumbling and tripping over just bullshit. Like, if he fumbled, like, he actually was fumbling and falling. So yeah, that was very, very enjoyable. I had so much fun watching that movie. Now, I'm getting into a couple spoilers real quick about Scream. So if you have not seen Scream, I apologize. But I just gotta say this. Bitch, Chad supposed to be dead, okay? Chad was getting double whammied from both sides. That motherfucker supposed to be dead, all right? Also, the black girl, sorry, I forgot her name, who got stabbed on the damn subway or the train or whatever the fuck. And when you got stabbed, that motherfucker stabbed you and lifted up. You was not supposed to be running out at the end and like, oh my God, everybody, what happened to y'all? No, you supposed to still be in the hospital, motherfucker. Your chilling was damn near on the floor. There is no way you was supposed to be okay from that, all right? No. But yeah, the Scream franchise is still on the thrive, and I like it. I don't know where I want them to go to next, but I do think this is probably one of the most brutal Ghostfaces we've seen, and I think that worked in the film's favor. He wasn't just some incompetent buffoon. I like how it played out. Now, don't get me wrong though. The next Scream 7, You gotta start that bitch off with somebody getting their head chopped off. I'm talking about one of the core four. I'm talking about Ghostface got a and then pop their stuff off. You feel me? I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way I feel like that's gonna work. All right, because too many people live. Okay, I think that's it. I don't know. I covered Shazam. I covered 65. I covered Champions. I covered Creed. I covered Scream. I covered The Last of Us. I covered Snowfall. I covered Bel-Air. I covered The Mandalorian. I talked about Swarm. I talked about One Piece. I talked about My Hero. I could talk about how Black Clover, they just got the invasion started and everybody's fucked, okay? Because Lucius playing dirty and he's got like people's dead relatives. He got like the Noelle mama showing up. He got Natch's brother showing up. Like Lucius playing this bitch raw. Also, he got motherfuckers coming from the heavens. I love this shit, but my boy King also gonna show up, but you know he's gonna get the business clear. If I'm forgetting, I know I'm probably forgetting. Oh, I watched the show Poker Face, which is a good show. I just didn't know it was gonna be formulaic. You know what I'm saying? I'm not big on the formula that it had, but I watched a lot of formula shows. It's the Ryan Johnson show in which the girl can like tell if somebody's lying. You know what I'm saying? So every episode we start, it's a formula. So every episode we starts off when we seeing how somebody died, right? And then we go back in reverse and see exactly how she played a part in it, or where she was at during this, or what relationship she had with the person who died. You know what I'm saying? She's also on the run, so it's just people that she's just not meeting, but she's kind of like a bad luck charm, because every person that she meet, or every time she goes somewhere, stops somewhere, somebody always dies. And it's just like, okay, maybe you're not the best person to be around. Okay, I'm just being honest. But like, yeah, I really enjoyed it, but like, once again, it's not something I would probably binge anymore. I'm probably gonna watch it week to week instead, because you fall into that formula, it get kind of repetitive, and the main storyline isn't incorporated into every episode. It's on this, like, it's one at the beginning, it's one in the middle, and then you have it in the end. But one thing I will say is that I do like the guest appearances in that show. Not only that, I do also enjoy how the show ended. I think it ended strong, and I like the way it ended. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy about that. So I think that's everything. I probably forgot something else that I've watched recently. It's nothing's coming to me right now. So I think anything else. As far as like, you know, DC news, I think I did a video with my boy Bel-Air today. Him and Elliot, Bel-Air, Just My Opinion, reviews on YouTube. Go follow him, and also Elliot at Movie File. Go follow him as well, or subscribe to their channels. Yeah, so I don't think there's nothing else I need to talk about. All right, so yeah, next time you'll see me, it'll be in 2 weeks. But I will be in Los Angeles. So if anybody's going to WrestleMania, I will be attending this year. I'll be in LA. I'm not going to tell y'all exactly where I'm staying or what I'm doing, because I did that on the last video, and I thought, hey, big dog, what if somebody really, really hates you for something you said? I don't want these One Piece fans really want a piece of you. But no, I will be in LA. That'll probably be the next time I give you guys an update. Probably going to be talking about John Wick Chapter 4. I'm finishing a couple of these other shows. That's WrestleMania weekend. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And how's life? Well, life's crazy, and I know this is in reverse, but yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Life is crazy. My merch drops in the fall. You know what I'm saying? Probably late fall, but yeah, we'll have the hitters and everything. I'm just testing out different brands and stuff to see which fabric and stuff I like. This is kind of like rough, so I don't think this is gonna be like the final brand that I choose or whatnot. But like, yeah, thanks for watching the vid. Hope you guys staying safe out there, and yeah, boy, we'll catch up with y'all later. Fuck, I hope I didn't forget that.